Hey there guys, gals, and non-binary pals, GM Potter here. Welcome to my channel where I review books and bookish things, and today we have an advanced reader copy, or ARC, review of Society of Lies by Lauren Ling Brown. I try to upload on alternating Thursdays with some extra videos sprinkled in here and there. This book does come out on August 13th of this year, 2024. It was sent to me free of charge by the publisher, Random House Group, Ballantine Bantam, in exchange for my honest review. All opinions are my own. Who else's would they be? So let's get into it. Alrighty, Society of Lies is a novel by Lauren Ling Brown. Like I said, this one was given to me free of charge by the publisher and NetGalley in exchange for my honest feedback. It comes out on August 13th, and it is shelved as general adult fiction and mystery thrillers. I would say it's more on the thriller side than it is on the mystery side, for reasons that I'll get into here in a little bit. But before... Life with Cats, man. Julia Bartz described this one as a dark and haunting debut that explores secret societies, the bonds of sisterhood, and the intricacies of privilege at an elite college. I couldn't put this twisty tale down, and I agree. As much as I didn't enjoy The Writing Retreat, which is what Julia Bartz wrote, I reviewed that here on this channel as well, I did very much enjoy this book. It is a solid 4 stars. Oh, Abby has joined the party, so now I have all 3 cats on my sewing table. Yay. The tagline for this book is, "How far would you go to belong?" Maya has returned to Princeton for her college reunion. It's been a decade since she graduated, and she's looking forward to seeing old faces and reminiscing about her time there. This visit is special because Maya will also be attending the graduation of her little sister Naomi. But what should have been a dream weekend becomes Maya's worst nightmare when she receives news that Naomi is dead. The police are calling it an accident, but Maya suspects there's more to the story than they are letting on. As Maya pieces together what happened in the months leading up to her sister's death, she begins to realize how much Naomi hid from her. Despite Maya's warnings, Naomi had joined the Sterling Club, a most exclusive social club on campus, the same one Maya belonged to. If she had to guess, Naomi was likely tapped for the secret society within it. The more Maya uncovers, the more terrified she becomes that Naomi's decision to follow in her footsteps might have been what got her killed, because Maya's time at Princeton wasn't as wonderful as she had always made it seem. After all, her sister wasn't the first young woman to turn up dead. Now every clue is leading Maya back to the past, and to the secret she's kept all these years. In case you don't know, the orange one is Abby. The black and white one, the tuxedo, curled up in the corner, is Loki, and the big fat gray cat is Malcolm. Say hello. They live here. I'm not going to apologize for them. It is what it is. So, like I said, this book is a solid 4 stars. I have in my notes, Maya is trying to unravel her sister's death, which happened a few days before graduation from Princeton. Turns out Maya didn't know anything about Naomi. This book is a dual point of view, with time jumps. So we have Naomi's point of view in the past, getting closer and closer to her death. And then we have Maya's point of view going forward. So they're both going forward. And within Maya's, there are some flashback scenes, which it sounds confusing and sounds convoluted, but it's so well written that I didn't mind it. Each chapter for which sister we're on is labeled, which is always great. I always appreciate that. But they each have their own unique voice when it comes to the storytelling, that it didn't feel confusing. Even when we jumped into a flashback in Maya's part, it didn't feel like I was reading Naomi's part. Like it felt distinct enough to be useful and to be good that way. So There are so many twists in this book, so many twists and turns. It's definitely more of a thriller than a mystery. Mysteries, in my opinion, I feel that you should be able to figure out the twist before the main character does. Like a couple chapters ahead of the end of the book, you should know the twist, the big twist, the ending. For a good mystery, you should be presented with all of the clues up front as they appear, and since you're a third-person observer and you have the ability to go back and check, you should be able to figure it out ahead of time. This book kept me on my toes because we've got two unreliable narrators as well as unreliable secondary characters. Like, everybody is a suspect except Maya. And we only know that because it's Maya's point of view and she knows she didn't do it. But everybody's a suspect, and I do mean everybody is a suspect for something or another, because there's so many twists, there's so many things that happen. This book kept me on the edge of my seat and left me a little bit breathless at the end. Like, I felt like I was holding my breath for the ending. But then when I got to the ending, it was a little disappointing. Not just because I couldn't figure it out, because this had been billed as a mystery and it's more of a thriller. Not just because I couldn't figure it out, but also because it was a little confusing. Like, it almost felt like the author was running up against a word count limit, that they limited themselves to a word count, and they're trying to resolve all these threads within that word count, is almost what it felt like. It could have been better, but for a debut novel, this was absolutely fantastic, wonderful, great, 4 stars, highly recommend. Personally, I wouldn't read it again. I know how it ends. I'm not going to read it again. It's well written, but it's not one that I will be adding to my permanent collection. If I had this one in a physical copy, I had it in a Kindle copy, it would be going in the half price bin, which is there. I'm going to half price later today. So, like I said, this book comes out on August 13th of 2024. The author is Lauren Ling Brown. It's available through major retailers, through Random House Publishing Group, Ballantine, Bantam. It's very good if you like mystery thrillers, heavy on the thriller side. This one's really good. And the author clearly did a good amount of research in it. And I respect that. I really do. So, Society of Lies, 4 stars, really good book. So, should you read this? I would say yes, at least once. So, are there any books that you're looking forward to coming out? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.